wish I could make you stay, 'cause baby, I love you. Why you tryna break us up when I'm tryna build it up? I wish I could make you stop, 'cause baby, I love you. Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight. I'm gonna miss your body. You know I can never get it right without you. No, I don't wanna step into the light if I don't get you, shawty. You bring out the sweetness of my life. Oh yeah. Come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Come on and show me that, show me that, show me that you're the one. I move to the left while you move to the right. While you try to fight, just come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. First you wanna come around, then you say you're leaving town. Everything is upside down. Oh baby, I love you, yeah. Why you gonna leave when I need you the most? Wherever you go, I'll be there, you know. Don't be a stranger, don't be a ghost, 'cause baby, I love you, yeah. Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight. I'm gonna miss your body. You know I can never get it right without you. No, I don't wanna step into the light if I don't get you, shawty. You bring out the sweetness of my life. Oh yeah. Come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Come on and show me that, show me that, show me that you're the one. I move to the left while you move to the right. While you try to fight, just come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Why you gonna leave when I need you the most? Wherever you go, I'll be there, you know. Don't be a stranger, don't be a ghost. Oh, I don't feel right when I dance alone. I don't feel right when you don't come home. I miss your body and I love you so. Baby, I do, oh yeah. Come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Come on and show me that, show me that, show me that you're the one. I move to the left while you move to the right. While you try to fight, just come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving.
Take me in your arms, do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around when I need some loving, baby. And I'll never let you down, let you down, let you down. I'm your song, and you're playing all my melodies. There's no one else, 'cause baby, we got chemistry. You give me feelings that I never knew. This heart of mine will always and forever belong to you. You and me were meant to be as one. The universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars, written in the stars. You and me forever, yeah. You and me written in the stars. You and me forever, yeah. You and me. 'cause I need your loving, baby. And never let me down. Let me down, let me down. I'm your song, yeah, you're playing all my melodies. There's no one else, 'cause baby, we got chemistry. You gave me feelings that I never knew. This heart of mine will always and forever belong to you. You and me were meant to be as one.
What up? What up? Welcome to the Mailroom Show. What up, y'all? Hey, let me introduce the crew real quick. Hey. Oh, the crew. We got Rollo. And we got JB the Gen over there. Hey, you know what I like to do? You know what I like to do, man? Let that beat drop. What up, though?
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
What up, what up, what up? For those of you who are looking a little confused, JB is on location.
I'm here.
He is on location.
I'm here.
We've been having some crazy power outages in the in our city, so JB came to holler at your boy today. So he is on location, and we still here. Shout out to our brother Busy holding it down in Indy. Y'all know what it is, man.
What up, though? We appreciate it. Appreciate the love, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
You got it's a little bit of noise in the back. Right here.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
We got it.
You got the fan on, though?
Yeah.
Hot. Yeah, you go there hot.
These lights ain't no
Lights
joke.
and
Lights and
I feel
all
you,
this.
man.
Yeah.
black
I feel you,
people.
man.
Shout out to
I'm just saying, man.
a lot going on.
It gets a little heated.
It's a lot
Yes,
going
sir.
on.
Yes,
Shout out to everybody that has tapped into the Mailroom Show Season 2, Episode 3, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
Yes,
know
sir.
what it is. Y'all know what it is.
Sir.
As always, y'all know we got a good show for y'all today, man. We got some really good topics as always. And again, we happy that y'all here because, again, without y'all, there's no us. Without y'all, there's no us. It just don't work. Do it work?
Never works.
I don't think it worked. I don't think it worked. But y'all know what it is, man. We're going to dive into it. Me and my brothers, we are here, man. We are here for another episode of the Mailroom. Here for conversation, camaraderie. Me and my brothers to discuss topics that are so relevant to men and women in society today. We are happy that you are here. We keeping it moving, man. And like I said, this started from nothing and it's turned into something. And we
Sure.
appreciate that, y'all. Y'all know what it is. With that being said, as we on another round table that has turned into the Mailroom Show, let us never ever forget my brothers, the foundation that is our Trinity. Let's go.
Get it, man.
Since we're here, we can.
We can do that today.
Yeah, man. That's how you gotta clickety clack that boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotta clickety clack.
Yeah, so we gonna go ahead and dive in, man. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all ready, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
All right, first topic of the day. Fellas. Is being emotional too early a setup for failure? Is being emotional too early a setup for failure? And just a brief synopsis of that. Just kind of like when you meet somebody and you start developing those early feelings, and you start developing these thoughts about where it's gonna go, what it's gonna be, and it's okay to think it, but I think when you express it to somebody that's not really there yet, especially when y'all just getting to know each other, is that a setup for failure, man?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because it's like yeah.
He was on point with that one.
I do, because it's because of the fact that you start setting expectations that are unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? You're not giving yourself an opportunity to really be in the moment and enjoy a person, because you have to have some type of validation as to you meeting this person and you like them so much. And when you get emotional so early, you set these expectations, and then they normally come from a place of disappointment. So it's like, okay, I met this person. I'm finally meet the person of my dreams, if you will, right? Yeah. And then as soon as you meet the person of your quote unquote dreams, and all of a sudden, it's like, okay, it's gonna be this in my mind. It's gonna be a wedding. It's gonna be this. We gonna have kids. Because I'm so attracted to this person. I just can't help myself. And it's like, yo, calm down, pump the brakes. We just met. You just met somebody new. Give yourself a chance to meet somebody new. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to always label everything that you come across. Every person that you come across, you don't have to label it. It don't have to be, okay, this gonna be my man or this gonna be my woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make her like, it don't have to always be that so early in the game. Like, just give yourself a chance to get to know somebody, then see where it goes from there. You know? So, I think you set yourself up for failure because you set expectations that are not realistic.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it puts the other person who's on the other end of it, who's receiving those emotions too early. It puts them at a disadvantage because it kind of eliminates them being able to get to know them, because it's like now I got to think about how you feeling without getting to know you. Whatever you see in me already, I don't see it in you, and it puts me at a disadvantage because I can't really get to know you now, because now I got to worry about you already predetermined. You want us to, automatic that right now we're dating for a purpose. We're doing this, we're doing that to get to where we should be. And I'm like, nah, I can't do that. Let's like you said a very important word is you said moments. And I say this a lot. When I talk about things as far as this subject goes. Like I believe moments create other moments, and if you rush those little moments, it's not gonna be nothing else. So you know what I'm saying. So I just just be in the moment, man. That's what I say.
Yeah, it's hard to I mean, from the person doing it, man, it's hard to not be emotional too early when you're lonely.
Facts.
I mean,
facts.
When you start pulling previous emotions
out the gate
to when you start pulling previous emotions, man, like
out the gate.
When you know what I'm saying, you want a person in your life and that's running at full speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I know all of us, we met somebody that just wants somebody in life. We're all the good people. I just want, you run into that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that type of person, dog, is already coming in feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in that anticipation mode and like I just want to be with somebody type thing, then the moment you see something that checks off half of your list, you're already aboard. Yeah. Then in effect, like you said, you start, you know what I'm saying, they start setting up these, you know what I'm saying, these false expectations. You know what I'm saying? You don't even put your preference sheet up. Like, once he get 5 out of 10, she get 5 out of 10, all of a sudden you assume the rest. It's gander. Like, it's just good. Like, I'm just going to run with this whole thing. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You start expecting way too much, way too early, and that can really kill the sense of actually getting, because the thing about getting to know somebody, man, that's the meat of the whole relationship is get to know them. Yep. If you're removing that part, then you don't really know the person that you're dating. You're not know the person you're intimate with. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's how you end up with a concept of the person that you're dating and the person that you're intimate with. You know what I'm saying? Because you just think in their head that they're this Prince Charming white horse because that's what you want. But you alleviated the whole vetting process and all because of your emotions, and then you just end up to be, you know what I'm saying? It end up to be something fake in your head, and you get the real of that person. And you're like, hey, I didn't think it was like this. Or you might be really upset, go after them like, I thought you was something else, when really you didn't give them time to be whoever they are. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then like I think, and we kind of touched on this on last week's show about reverse engineering. That's when those type of situations can come into play. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because you meet somebody and say, things pop off. Y'all get physical. Right. You know what I mean? And because you're not as emotionally invested, all of a sudden there's none of that. Yeah. It's the vibe that we had initially is gone now. We can't go back to where we were because I don't feel how you feel. It's just a really, really horrible revolving door. Yeah. And all three men on this panel, all three of us, y'all, like, we want to tell y'all, I know, and I learned this from them, really, you gotta be upfront with how you feel. So I'm never gonna fault a woman for telling me how she feels. Yeah. But if it's too early, I'm gonna be honest with you and let you know we just met. Let me figure out how we vibe. Let me figure out if I want to invest in this.
I'd rather be factually wrong than delusionally right.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather be factually wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather meet somebody that I just didn't. I vetted them like I was supposed to, and even though I had assumptions of the person that was going to be, they ain't ended up to be that way. Might feel upset about it. It is what it is. That's just the fact of the matter, though. Then just to hope that that person is that person because I want them to be that person and I expect them to be that person. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather be factually wrong than in a delusion than try to be right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, because then what happens is you start leaning over to the threshold of crazy.
Right.
Very thin line.
Right.
Very thin line.
It's like,
very thin line.
I don't know who you think you're dating, but whoa. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because again,
all I did was ask you to dance.
Right. It's like, girl, you know,
right.
It's about to be a wedding in 2 days. No, Pamela, I don't know you like that.
Hey, Tay, let me ask you a question, man. I'm gonna ask you too.
All right.
What are some of the symptoms when you can see somebody being emotional too early?
That's a good one.
The symptoms of when you can see it, like signs?
Yeah, signs.
That's a good question.
Man, that's a great question. It's so many signs though. It's hard to pick one because it's like one of the signs I think that happens a lot is again the exaggeration of how you feel. How you have to tell me how you feel all the time. Like you exaggerate your emotions so much. Mm-hmm. We can't even have a conversation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You ever talk to a woman before, man? Like, and y'all be having you want to have a conversation, but she always talk about, it's just so everything about you is just this, that, and other. Like, and the way I feel, like, because when I first saw you, I just felt like, that's all these feelings, and it's like, there's an abundance. It's an abundance of fantasy coming out your mouth. Like, chill.
Right.
I don't even know what you like to do. I don't even know anything about you yet. You know what I'm saying? So my emotion is going to be on a balance. It's going to have some type of steadiness, right? So a lot of times that's one thing you can a sign of being emotional early is that, and also just like over pursuing. It's like a lot of guys too. Like they chase a chick instead of pursue her.
Yes.
Like good morning, beautiful.
Pursuing something takes time.
Hey, queen.
She a queen. She's a black queen. She's you know what I mean? Like off the rip. You don't even know her. You don't even know her, but she a black queen.
Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning. Yeah. Look, Grand Rising. Rising king. Yo.
Right.
All the earth signs, all that. Listen, for the people that's hurting, God bless you. But yo, if I just meet you and you tell me Grand Rising King, I am not going to text you back. It's a wrap. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. Shout out to our new moderator, Sean.
What's going on, Sean?
She's a moderator along with Berica. We appreciate you. But yeah, like, that kind of stuff right there is like, to me, it's like a sign of like, okay, you're being very, very over the top with everything that you say about how you feel, and it's like you're consuming the room and energy with just emotion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's like you're not even considerate of the fact that there is some type of logic that needs to be done in the process of pursuing somebody. Again, dudes do this all the time. They just chase chicks all day long. And I mean, they chase them down and they buy them everything early and they do all that kind of stuff. It's like, yo, this dude, I know you like her, my boy, but
my boy,
keep your money in your pocket at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gotta always, you equate everything with giving her something or buying her something or whatever. And it's like, you know, that kind of stuff. And you're not pursuing her. Because when you pursue something, that takes time. You know, that doesn't. It's not something that's not the same as chasing a chick down. Like, you look thirsty, my boy.
Right.
Calm down, my boy. You know what I mean? So,
Straight up.
that's
You got an
what
example
about
of
you
that?
guys? What y'all think?
First of all, what up, Sabrina? We see you. Thanks for tuning in. You know what it is. I don't have anything in particular as far as an example of that, but I know exactly what he's talking about, and it's that's the imbalance of modern society today. You know what I mean? Over pursuing is never a good way to go. Over pursuing is never a good way to go. I think when I was younger, when you're younger, you know what I mean, you don't really know yet. So when I was younger, I probably did it, but you know, the more you've been through and the more experiences you have with women, the more relationships you've been in, you realize your best bet is to stay your own course and match energy.
Yeah,
match energy.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Should be simple.
Should be simple, but it's not.
But it's not. Right. I got one. I got an example.
Okay.
I know where we can get one at. You know what I'm saying? When your first one or two disagreements are egregious.
Oh, yeah.
When your first one or two disagreements are egregious. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Like if the woman, and I'm saying the woman or the man, so I'm just saying an example, just me. Like if the woman say, you know, I'm big on family. Now I'll be like, well, you know, I'm not the type of person that like to meet people's family. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, maybe not up front. I'm not that. You know, I'm not that. And they be like, what you mean you don't like to meet family? And then they explain why they do. They go on this whole tangent about why they do the family thing and how you know what I'm saying, how they don't, you know, be comparable to people that do the family thing or whatever, and the disagreement becomes egregious. It becomes abundant.
Yeah.
When that means you emotionally invested too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To even prepare for disagreement.
Yeah.
Right.
To prepare for an offset. You know what I'm saying? So when that offset hits, and you know what I'm saying, you be like, oh, what you mean? That means you had this person at a template that you already copied and pasted their ass in.
Yeah.
And then you didn't, you know what I'm saying? Right. You already had them there, so when they start dropping that expectation, you getting upset because you had plans.
Mm-hmm.
So them disagreements, like I'm talking about the first couple, it could be like minor, just getting it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't like, you know, oh, you don't like traveling. Like, what you mean you don't like traveling?
Right, exactly.
Me and my girls travel all the time. I need somebody to travel for real. What do you mean you don't want to travel? What, you don't want to travel? Like, you don't want to travel? Like, everybody wants to travel. You see how that is?
Yeah, man. That's terrible.
Like, you two, especially when y'all was cool and getting it in, like, you know, I ain't talking about sex. Like, I'm talking about, like, y'all was, like, vibing. Y'all was into y'all's group, like, yeah, that's dope. I think you cute. All the, and then that first two disagreements, they like, what you mean? Like, when that comes out, like, oh, okay. Yeah, you got me somewhere that I ain't even arrived to yet.
Right, exactly, dog.
You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
Yeah, that's one for me.
That's a very good point you just made, dog, because disagreements shows character of a person. And if we disagree about something, that's fine. What you can't do is you can't dictate a person's experience after that happens.
Right.
Okay?
Good point. Yeah.
So if we have a disagreement, like you said, that's the reason why you painted it with the word egregious.
Mm-hmm.
The disagreement is not egregious. The way you handled that disagreement was egregious, which means that I now have to make a decision to remove myself from trying to talk to you or completely just cut it at the knees. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, if this is the way you handle disagreements, we don't have to continue speaking with each other. Because
not at all.
Imagine the latter.
Yeah, I'm not about to do
that. Right.
I'm not doing this. I'm not.
Yeah.
We talked about it
already.
Like when you first meet a person. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about when you're first meeting somebody. We're not talking about people you know already.
We're
talking about
been dating for forever.
Right. Yeah. Not people you've been over. I'm talking about you. I met you yesterday, and we had a good conversation today. and that's it, right? Like, and we haven't. Then you have another conversation, maybe a couple of days from later. And that conversation, you start seeing bits and pieces of that kind of egregiousness. Yeah, it's like now you like, dang, hold on. If you're gonna handle it this way all the time, then we can't talk because I don't know you well enough, and I don't even care enough.
Really don't.
That's facts.
So
I'm not even invested like this. I don't even know why I'm about to handle this.
Like you
I don't even know why we
it's
have to
weird
handle this at all.
Right.
It's
I don't
weird.
do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it 5 years later? When did we
Like
get
the
here?
time machine went forward, like all the way there. It's like, come on,
Right.
man. Like, no, at the end of the day, man, in the early stage, dog, like both men and women need to just learn how to chill, man. You get to know a person. Everybody
people,
you
man.
meet don't have to be your potential husband or your potential wife. You can probably gain other things like maybe a business opportunity or whatever. You know,
Or
like
an a-hole.
Yeah.
Or somebody that just wants to sleep with you. I'm talking about the other side of the fence.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody that come up to you ain't trying to do all that, man. Why you got your mind blinded to stuff like this?
Like crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make any sense.
Nah.
So yeah, you're right, man.
Nah.
I feel you.
Like take it easy.
Take it easy.
Real quick, to our viewers, we see y'all. We appreciate y'all. Do me a favor. Put a 1 in the comment if you were the one that was too emotional, too early, or put a 2 in the comment if you're the one that received that emotion too early. And if you want to put a little example, please feel free. Also, we do have a Q&A portion of the show. Y'all know that for our Mary Carriers who have been here, we do Q&A at the end of the show. But how we doing it this season, if you want to go ahead and put your Q&A question in the comments at any point of the show, you know what I'm saying, then we'll hit it at the end. You know what I'm saying, instead of having y'all just wait until the end. Go ahead and put them questions, and then we got y'all later on, man. Y'all know what it is. So I think to sum this one up, man, like, you know, just stay your own course. Pretty much everything we all said, sum it up, man. Yo, match energy, read the vibe, read the room, read the situation. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're not at fault for wanting to find the one out here, men and women. You're not at fault for wanting to find the one. You know what I mean? But stay the course, take the steps, because everybody ain't the one. Flat out.
There you go.
Good one, fellas, man. Good one. I love that. That was a good one. That was a good one, man. Male Curious, we appreciate y'all. I think that was important to talk about because there's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of that going on. Yeah. I'm afraid sometimes when I hear or see women say I'm dating for a purpose, I'll be like, oh shit. But it's like I get it, but it's like, okay, can we? Will I automatically turn it to the target if I say hello to you? Like I just want to know your name and you know what I'm saying, we vibe out. So it's we gotta be careful. I think that was important to talk about, man.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna dive into topic number 2, man. Topic number 2 tonight, y'all. What is the best way to bounce back from a failed relationship? What's the oh man. Hey, your fault. Go first, Busy.
Yeah.
Go first.
Yeah.
What's the best way to bounce back from a failed relationship, man?
Wasn't that a song back in the day? Bounce back. Going to bounce. Remember that Juvenile?
That was Juvenile. I was about to say that was Juvie, right?
Bounce back.
That was Juvie.
To me, the best way to bounce back from a failed relationship is to not rush to get into another one. That's one way.
So you telling me you can't get over a person and then try to get under the next one?
That's exactly what I'm saying. All you ladies out there that heard this from your auntie, the best way to get over man is to get under another one. That is the most trashiest advice you could ever receive in your adult life. You need to be alone. The best way to bounce back is to be alone, man. Yes. Give yourself some time to breathe from all these relationships you done had. It's almost like a serial relationship person.
Yeah.
Like a cereal, like your cereal. It's just you just go from
Your cereal.
you just just one after another.
Your cereal.
You're going on a relationship spree. It's like you just can't help it. Innocent bystanders. You hit them too. It's like, dang.
Right.
Like getting focused on what your purpose is very important. You can, being able to learn how to love, forgive. Some of these things you might have to work on. So that way, when you are more prepared for another relationship, you'll be able to actually be a little bit more attentive and intentional about how you're doing things. You can't know that if you're using everybody else as a case study for how you think you should operate in a relationship, then you're being selfish.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you using me to show you about you, and then that relationship fails, and then you want to say all men are dogs or all women are gold diggers. But you wanted these people to tell you about you in a relationship so you can find out how you are in a relationship. You are the most
selfish,
egregious person ever. It's like you're so selfish, dog. It's like everything don't have to be about you. In a relationship, it's not always about you.
Right.
You're supposed to be sharing a version of you that's healthy and whole with someone else. I'm supposed to be enjoying your flaws, not your flaws triggering me because you don't know how to handle yourself. Now I have to step back, like we just talked about earlier. I got to step back now.
Right.
Take time for yourself, man, and get focused, get your money up, get your career up, get your whatever up, because the relationship thing is not working for you at the moment. You're just not ready yet.
Yeah,
it's fine. That's fine. It's okay though. You know how you cook the food, right? And you think it's done, and then when you cut it open, it's still raw inside. You didn't cook the food to temp.
Right.
To the temperature of the food.
Right.
Because you got your eye on too high because you're trying to hurry up and eat this food.
Right.
Cook.
Right.
You gotta get yourself to temp. Because when you
let it
when
cook.
Another person, I'm going somewhere with this. Because if I'm experiencing you, and then I cut open a part of you, and it's still raw inside, you need more work. You need more time in the oven. You see what I'm saying? But you trying to hurry up and rush yourself to become this. This is one thing that people do all the time, man. That fascinates me. It fascinates me. It's almost like they're delusional. They tell themselves that they healed so much, they don't get no help. They don't get no actual help by someone who has a life skill that's trained, that know how to get through things. They just try to do everything on their own, and then they wonder why nothing works. Because you're not qualified yet. You feel me? You're not qualified.
I got you. Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like at the end of the day, if the relationship fails and you just hurry up and get into another one, and because you think the next person you got looks better or does certain things or whatever better than the one you had, now you think you have a successful relationship. Now you think you bounce back. You think you bounce back because you got somebody better than who you had. But you never took the time to learn anything about yourself in between that time. Your
the newer guys getting you still.
Right, exactly. So, yeah. Take time.
Nice.
Where you at with it, Jay?
I agree with him. I mean, it's just do you. I am an example of the scenario. Just like, that's just what it is. At an early age, man, I thought I was in love. Like, you know what I mean? Just like all of us. We all bit that bullet somehow, some type of way, in some manifestation. We all bit that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the bad part. You know what I'm saying? So, for that to happen and for me to invest all of my time and effort and my, even my self-worth into this relationship that I was trying to be in so much, and then it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It was the most lopsided-ish ever. So, you know what I'm saying? For the fact that happened, you know, I was your first, you know, couple of emotions are just all over the place. That's fine. But I had to take the time to sit still for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I had to check where I was. You know what I'm saying? And if I could do any admonition to anybody that is probably in this scenario about bouncing back, you know, I said this last episode, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the framework of this. This is my motto. This season, stop bullshitting. Yep. So just stop playing. You know what I'm saying? So you are not perfect. That's the first thing you gotta. You're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? For the fact there's always some reason why a failed relationship happened on both ends. Yes. There is something there. There is not one sided. I swear I'll be waiting when I'm on the dates and be chilling and listening, and they be trying to explain that last relationship. Oh, my ex was just horrible. He was just horrible. He was oh my God. He was narcissistic. He was selfish. He ain't want to do nothing. He was just. Oh my God! I just couldn't stand. And I'm sitting there like,
okay.
But you was with him.
He was so controlling.
You was with him the entire time of the relationship that you was in, and I'm like, okay, even if half of that is true, because I'm just getting one side of the story, right? Can't talk to him, you know, just hear from her. So, you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm getting one side of the story, and even if that may be true, I don't hear anything about what they did in the scenario.
Nothing.
Now, for the fact that I fell in love so quick, and I'm going back to myself, for the fact that I did that, and I was all into that, I had to realize why, even though that she might have did some things on her end, I had to understand why I fell for it. Why did I go and commit myself all into that? That was my study.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That sounds like that's season one.
That's season one.
That's season one.
That's season
one. I think. That's season one, right?
You think you crazy man. He's a crazy man. He take accountability. He crazy man. He crazy
using
man.
foreign words out here.
I had to chill, man. Like I just really had to chill. I was upset about the whole scenario, but I chilled and I just did me. I was like, you know what? I got to find out why I do that. Okay, the reason why I did that is because I was running into a relationship. Let me pause. Let me take more time to get to know somebody then. And let me go ahead and make my deal breakers my deal breakers. And stop gray shading those things. And let me go ahead and I start going into that. You know what I'm saying? And coming out of it on the rebound phase, you're going to be coldly fueled. Like, I don't care. I ain't talking to no. You ran into that. Yeah. I ain't talking to no. This is what I want. You just going to do that. But you balance yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to understand that you know what I'm saying? You got to take fault for something. Yeah. Something happened in that past relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't all their fault all the time you talk about it. It just wasn't that. So doing you, yeah, that's definitely what it was. And that's what I did. I put my career on end. I went back to school. I just did me. And the more I start doing me, the more I realized I valued myself. Now, and then I start putting that value on a platter to somebody else. Now I wasn't falling for the same thing that I was falling with a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because I took the time out. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just riding on your coattail. Tell you that's what it is. Like, you know. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But you just got to do you. Like, stop jumping in because you're afraid of yourself. If you jump in relationship to relationship to relationship, you're afraid of yourself. You're afraid of yourself. You just doing stuff to not. It's like somebody that's somebody always want to be in a relationship, don't want to be lonely. Yeah. It's because then when they lonely, they in their own thoughts. And they start telling themselves, or they start seeing reality, and they don't want to see reality. You know what I'm saying? That really, nobody has chosen me or rung my phone in 3 months. And you sitting there with that thought, so you just try to change it. And you like, oh, I gotta go meet somebody, I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get somebody, I gotta date, you know, I gotta do something, I gotta jump on this date, something. Yeah. I gotta do all this type of stuff. Like, you afraid of yourself. So when you sit with yourself, because your reality was set in. Yeah, you lonely. But why? Yeah, nobody calling you. But why? You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing you need to figure out.
My phone dry, bro. Like, yeah, because you're an a-hole, my guy. Don't nobody
want to talk to you.
Overly emotional little boy, man.
Right, man.
Like,
That's
for real.
man.
Like, who want to have a, like, come on, man. Like, at this point, like, the wrong thing to do in this question is to, again, be in another relationship. It's like, get your life together. One of the things that I enjoyed, like, moving here was like it was like the bittersweet for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, you know what? I'm in a strange place, a foreign land, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But I got so much peace, though.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, my peace it should be contagious. Like, other people should be able to experience your poise. Like,
they do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a part of me that's like very passionate. Then there's another part of me that I could get quiet for like a month. Like, I just won't talk. I won't even have to say anything. Like, I just, well, you ain't calling me to walk. Like, yeah, I have nothing to talk about. Like, I ain't about to waste your time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But see, people, a lot of times people try to push you to be what they want you to be. You know what I'm saying? And so this is one of the reasons why when you come out of a failed relationship and you figure out your part, because it's always like, yeah, having those, like, it's so funny, Jay, you said that, about having those kind of like dates when you hear a person, when you're one-sided, it be one-sided in a mud. It's like, it's never you. And the other person is the one that's narcissistic, selfish, don't know how to take care of themselves. Everything is wrong with them. But then when I experience you, I experience something wrong with you. But it ain't nothing wrong with you. For some reason, the way you are is picture perfect.
Right.
Oh, the way you are is picture perfect. Oh, and everything that you do, you fry the best chicken. You make the best sauce. Everything that you do is so perfect. How come everybody else, when I speak to their experience of you, they're like, man, he or she is nuts. This is whiter nuts. They don't know how to live with. They take everything personal. They get too emotional early. They act crazy. They want to meet your mama the first 2 days they met you. You can't meet my mama. My mama don't care about you. But you care about my mama. I don't understand why you care about my mama. Girl, you outside your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, everybody else is like, yo, there's something wrong here. But you was like, no, it ain't me. I'm the one that gave everything. I'm the one that this and that. It's like, okay, come on, man. Really? It's no one else. This is crazy to me, bro. Yeah. Sorry, I know I'm on a little rant, but that was crazy to me, bro.
No, that was real. That was real. And all I have to add is just, just on top of what both of y'all said. And only thing I'm gonna add to it, in those times when you were alone, you have to analyze. And this is what I had to do when in my last affair relationship. What I had to do was really sit down and figure out what I did wrong. I had to. It was a must for me. It was a must for me. But on top of that, you have to also look at what they did wrong. Balance that out to figure out who you are and what you want. Okay, I'm never going to do this. I know, like, if you have to be willing to do that. You have to be willing to look at yourself. Yeah, like this, I could see what I did that made it go bad. Right. But now that I'm in a state of mind where, okay, I'm not with this person no more. So now I could really, really focus on what I didn't like, and balance that out. And then when you're ready to get back out here, always keep that in mind. That's how you bounce back for real. Yeah. That's how you bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Showing off your new boo thing is not bouncing back in a third relationship. It's actually what we talked about last week, reverse engineering. Yeah,
That's what that is.
That's what that is. Yeah. Showing off your new crib and car so they can see it. That's not.
Yeah, that's petty.
Nuh-uh.
That
Petty as
lets you
hell.
know that you're not over it.
Yep, you're not.
Yeah.
And that's one thing about a person that I kind of have issues with is like a petty person, like petty by nature.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Can't do it.
I just like what I do. Ooh, you know how? Okay, I'm human. I have made mistakes. I'm pretty sure I've hurt somebody's feelings before, indirectly or directly. Right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have. Okay,
Right.
We human. Yeah.
right. And so, but also my intent wasn't to hurt you, but the way I said it, I could have probably said it better. That's on me. That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bet.
Mm-hmm.
Now we haven't talked in a little while, right? But we still cool. We still cool, but we don't really like talk like we used to. Then you just want to call and check up on me. I'm just chilling, blah blah blah, whatever. Then all of a sudden you had the conversation with somebody, and they started taking little jabs at you in the conversation,
Yeah.
like
I hate
subtle little.
I hate that's the
And
most
it's like,
annoying
yo,
shit
man,
ever, bro.
Get old. What is wrong with you?
I hate that.
I can't even have a productive, progressive conversation because you're stuck in 1995.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
ketchup, mustard, right?
Yeah.
Like for real. And it's hard to have dialogue and even create some type of relationship with a person like that because they can't get over something or they can't move forward.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the relationship failed, and I can tell you're not moving forward because even though you're getting things like you said, Rollo, house, car, and all that, you're getting things, but on the inside you're not. You're still stuck.
Still stuck. Still suffering.
And it's I'm pontificating now. It's really
What?
yeah.
Pontificate.
Yes, I'm pontificating at the moment. It's really egregious. Very it's very backwards, man. And we're getting older. So the older you get, you don't have much time to be playing. You know what I'm saying?
You don't got time. And I think pettiness puts more weight on you. It's going to eventually add more weight to you.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna add more weight to you because now you gotta consistently be on this. You gotta consistently be on this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it's taking jabs or whether it's showing off how you progressing within yourself, you're gonna have to stay in that energy. You know, when you see that person, you know what I mean, or when you're around people that know that person, and your energy not gonna always be there.
Yeah.
So now you gotta have this facade about you. That's not even really factual,
Right.
and now you gotta like put on a show for everybody and shit.
Yeah.
When you not even the main fucking character, like it don't make no sense. Like just do the work, just do the work and get over it, man.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy. Like when my relationship ended, and y'all know this, man. I almost lost these two boys. I almost lost these two boys because I was outside of myself. So I just had to sit myself down, man. You got to do the work, man, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take responsibility for what you did in that relationship, but then also give yourself a little bit of credit and realize what you didn't like either. It's okay now. Y'all not together. It's fine now.
Right.
One telltale sign of that you did not bounce back correctly from a failed relationship is that you being on an emotional roller coaster frequently.
Ooh.
You ever talk to that person? You ever seen? You ever had that person, man or woman, in your phone? Like, you know, women to men, men to women. You ever had that person in your phone that call you and be like, oh, you know, you probably just catching up with them, or maybe like, you know what I'm saying, y'all was just friends or something, and it was like, you know what, yeah, I'm just on a different level, and they be on that tip.
Yeah.
And then the next couple days, they be like, I just don't understand a lot of stuff. It's just, you know what I'm saying, I'm just in a different place. Like, you know what I'm saying, and all of a sudden they just everywhere, you know what I'm saying, they just all over the place. Then the next thing they be, you know what I'm saying, they on this Jill Scott tip that they just them or whatever, and then the next day, then they like mad at the world, and then the following week you like desperate to find somebody because you're lonely, and then the next time you like, you know, Like the following week after that, then you good now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna take life by the horns. I just need to do me. And then it's just nasty revolving cycle of emotions. It's all over. Be by yourself, goddammit. Like, just chill.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it.
Just relax. Like,
there's nothing wrong with being alone.
Right.
Some people have a problem with it, but I mean, you know, that's the point. You need to find out what you don't like about you, because that's what it really is. You don't like you.
Yeah.
What
if you don't like you, if you don't know that you don't like you,
yeah.
If you don't know that you don't like you, then people don't come around and say that they don't like you, and you're gonna wonder why. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be
you don't like you,
but you don't like you, but you don't want to be honest to yourself.
Right. And you want to meet my mama? Hell no.
My mama ain't gonna like you either.
You want to meet my family?
You don't.
Get you some business. No.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, coming out of a failed relationship, right? Because the way we're answering it like, first of all, the way we're answering it is real sweet. Because we're telling people what not to do after the failed relationship on how to bounce back, which is like awesome. It's poetic right now. However, what is we're all saying the same thing as far as like taking time for yourself, being alone. We are talking about that part. After a failed relationship, what's a good how long do you think it would take, or a good time frame for a person to finally get over that failed relationship, or start to learn themselves, know themselves, like take the proper work to do it? Like, how long do you think it would take? Like, and let's put a number on it.
I think depending on how long y'all been together. Like, my relationship that failed was about close to 2 years, and it took me about a year just to really get myself back moving and get in a mindset where I was analyzing everything and move forward. So I say about a year.
Okay.
I mean, I can't answer this question. I can't answer this question because you're asking for a numerical value, and I do not believe that there's numeric value in this. I don't. I think
he always gotta be left.
I know. I'm sorry. I just don't. Okay. Can I finish?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. So what I was saying was,
participate, Jay.
I know. I am. I'm just saying. I gotta say my feelings. I say what I feel, and then I come back.
Tay got so serious for a second.
He was like, "Damn, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
And Tay, you saw it coming, didn't you? You saw it coming, didn't you? You know you wasn't gonna participate.
Nah, man. No, ideally, I feel the reason I say that, just to be fair, the reason I say that is you should take as much time as you need for yourself.
That's good.
Just period. I don't give a damn.
I feel that.
How long you need to fix you?
I feel that.
You need to fix that. That's all I'm saying. Now,
but can you get over the relationship before you fix you? I think, are you talking about just getting over the relationship or just fixing yourself, Busy?
How long does it take to fix yourself, or what?
Yeah. Are you talking about
after the failed relationship?
Just getting over the relationship?
Yeah, getting yourself together.
Yeah. So the relationship, So you saying all together. All right.
I'm saying take your time. Yeah. But if I had to put a numerical value on it, I would say you have to give it. It's just only fair to give yourself half the time that you gave the time of a relationship.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
So if it's so
I'm in agreement with him.
Like a 5-year relationship would be like a couple years, or
you had to take at least a couple years to chill. If you was in a 10-year marriage, you got to take some time to yourself.
Exactly. So, and this the only reason why I asked this question. I know I'm joking around with the whole participation thing, but the reason why I asked this question is because most of the time we don't realize we're taking that time that Jay is talking about. It's actually something that is been proven to be true. Even though you're saying take as much time as you need, but when you said half the time of the relationship, that's actually systematically true. That if you are in a situation for a certain period of time, 50% of that time you might need to keep for yourself is actually an accurate thing. Because when you think about it, like Rollo just said, he said his relationship was 2 years. It took him about a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just said half the time, Jay.
Yeah.
So no matter like as far as like the number, because I was married for 8 years. I had a 10-year relationship. I was married for 8 years. When I got divorced, it took me a long time to really get into a relationship. Something had to happen. We already know what that was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But at that point, when I came out the gate, I started working on myself. I got my weight loss surgery. I was, trying to get myself good. I started trying to date a little bit, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. Like, and then there was a period of time I came out the gate, I was firing off from listen. I don't know what happened.
You was on pool status.
But I was, Smash City.
It's the rebound phase.
Yeah,
it was the rebound phase.
Yeah.
High.
Like, it just is what it is.
Oh my God! I mean, the roster.
I know I was like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the roster was
a good 3-4 years. I was.
Yeah, it made no sense what I was.
Police ladies. My break did went up. I'm talking about police ladies. Everybody. When you start creating your value as a man, I'm just speaking as a man. Man, when we start creating our value ourselves, it feels good to get some type of recognition for it. Yeah, men, we respond to praise. We like it when a woman like praises. Oh,
we love it.
No, we love it. You know what I'm saying? And so we don't live by it like we shouldn't, I should say. But some men do, But we should live by it. But it's nice every once in a while, like especially the woman that you really are interested in. That you really seeing something
give
with.
You that,
like, she give you that, like she give you that little, hey, that's what's up. I see you, boy. I see what you're doing. Because see, men we compliment each other differently. We don't say, hey man, you look very handsome today. We don't say that. We be like, boy, them shoes.
Right.
Hey,
oh, they hidden.
Hey, you went to the barbershop, didn't you? Hey, I see you, my boy.
Hey, you clean. You clean, bro.
You clean.
You clean. Yeah.
You ask it sharp over there, my boy. So that's the way we come to each other. We come to each other like that because we're gay.
Right.
People are gay. That's your business. But we're
right.
or not. So
just hetero. Yeah.
If I see Rollo, if Rollo dress up, I'm like, okay. All right, man. I see you. That's my way of saying you're looking good, man. That's Right.
But
that's what I'm like. It takes time for you to get to almost like discover yourself again. Because sometimes people, and men and women can attest to this. We get lost in that relationship. Like we start doing things.
Yeah.
We get lost and we get in that sunken place area.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we don't realize that everything we was doing was one-sided. When you figure that out later on, you like, dang, I let this happen, I let that happen, I let this happen, I let that happen, and then all of a sudden it's like, man, I don't think I'm ready to do anything and move on yet. So take that time that you need to just make sure that you take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, again, it's no actual number on it, but just to put a ruler to it was just to see like. If you was in an 8-year relationship marriage, it's gonna take at least about 3.5 to 4 years for you to really. I mean, especially if you have a relationship with them before that too. Like y'all been knowing each other for 12 years. And
then got married,
time, and y'all been through a lot together too. Man, it's gonna take you a minute. You know what I'm saying? But don't rush the process.
Yeah.
Trust it. Trust the process. Don't rush it.
Don't rush it. I like that.
Yeah.
Very well said. Very well said. All right, my brother. Very well said. I like that.
Yeah, brother.
Very well said. Very well said. So y'all. Just everybody, to all our viewers, man. Just do whatever you need to do, but make sure when you come out of it, you're a better version of yourself.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Don't come out too early. Don't think that you're okay and then come out here and try to get yourself hurt again or have another failed one. Know you're okay. Know you're ready to get back out here and start dating. Know that you're ready to put yourself back out here and give your energy to somebody, man. Just know. Just know. Shout out to my brothers for that one. I like that one. And shout out to all our viewers that tapped in on the last question. We do got a Q&A question we're gonna tap into later. We see you, Sean. So yeah. All right, man. Y'all know what time it is, fellas. Let's get into it, man. It's time for the feature topic of the week, man. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh man.
Oh sugar.
Oh man.
Here we go.
Y'all know what it is, man. Our feature topic of the week, man. This is about to be a really, really good conversation. At least amongst me and my brothers. I hope some of our viewers tap into this one because I really want to hear some comments on this one. Is there a difference between having complexity and being difficult? Let me say that again. Is there a difference between having complexity and being difficult?
That was for y'all in the back.
Everybody in the back, I want y'all to hear that. Is there a difference?
All right.
Is there... Jay, let's go, my boy.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, go there, my boy.
Yeah, there's a big ass difference. Yeah. Being complex. First of all, I'm just gonna take a surface level, and I'm gonna let Tay go ahead and back me up on this, and let him go a little deeper. But I'm gonna take a surface level, man. Being complex is a good thing. That's an okay thing. Being difficult is a bad thing. That's why I say they totally freaking different. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. I believe the complexity, and you know what I'm saying. I thought about this when I was looking at this question. I think complexity. You know what I'm saying? Everything complex arises from the simple. That's the only way it becomes complex. It's just built off upon simplicity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when things become difficult, that's by effort and perception. Is when something becomes difficult. So, you know what I'm saying? The only, you know what I mean? Like, you know, if you're trying to solve a puzzle, you know what I'm saying? Like, the puzzle might be complex, 700 puzzle pieces. I don't even like people that does this, but I can't stand people like 800 puzzle pieces like to do this on their kitchen table. I can't stand y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That means y'all got a lot of time in your hands. Y'all got too much time. I don't have that time in my life. I digress. You know, if you had a complex stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It seems complex, but you're just taking one piece at a time. You start in a certain area. You know what I'm saying? The people that done puzzles for forever, they know how to do it. There's certain ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. That's taking simplicity to solve complexity. That makes sense to me. But when it becomes difficult is when you don't know the simple rules. It's when you start putting emotions to the simple rules. You know what I'm saying? You looking at it and saying, I can't do this. See, that's perception. That's when it becomes difficult. You know what I'm saying? So if we're tying this into men and women camaraderie, if we're tying this into that, your personality can be complex.
Yes.
But you should not be difficult when you're a complex personality. You should be like, if you're being difficult, that means emotionally you are deflecting, emotionally you're retracting, you're doing something to make the simple solving of that harder than what it's supposed to be. So if you like getting to know somebody and they like, oh, I got different phases to me. I heard somebody say this before.
Different phases.
I got different. You know what I'm saying? It's different parts of me. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just different parts of me. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know, like that's fine. But you like to laugh, joke. You like a guy that's sensible. You like to have good conversation and all. Well, yeah. Well, that's common. You know what I'm saying? You might like other different stuff that other people don't, but see, the simple stuff you can still comprehend to. They still attached to it.
Right.
So for somebody to come off and be like, I'm just a whole lot of person. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just you know, I'm different. Like I'm just, you know what I mean? Like you try to, and then if I'm like, all right, and you see my reaction to it, like, okay, so what's so different though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody has a common ground. Didn't we talk about this? Yeah. Everybody has a common ground, right? So Everyone's like, but no, I'm just different. People don't know how to handle me. I'm different, right?
Buzzword.
Now you're being difficult.
Your ass is being difficult. You're just being difficult at that point.
Yeah.
That means you're saying that the common ground that everybody should adhere to, the 6th grade golden rule, don't apply to your ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, dog. Do unto them as they do unto you. You remember that?
Yeah.
Right? That don't apply to you? So you can't have sensible conversation because you so deep. You so complex. You so... Yeah. So I think it's complexity, that's fine. That's the evolution of multiple talents to adhere to a character. That's fine. But difficulty is user based.
Yep.
That means you doing that shit. You making it difficult. So that's my thing. Tell you can go ahead with that. I'm taking surface. That's what I think.
I wonder what Rollo thinks though.
Oh, you mouse back to you, bro?
What I think is layers with substance. Have some substance to it. Substance.
He's
Simple.
pontificate.
You know what I mean?
So what do you mean by that, man?
Shout out to my sister for tossing me those words of wisdoms because
Hold on, I gotta get my prop. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta get my prop, dog.
Okay, all right.
But no, like just obviously I'll show we're relating this to man woman relation. So I don't mind having a woman who thinks outside the box a little bit. I don't mind if you're layered because I could learn from it.
Right.
And it could intrigue me into wanting to get to know you more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But just have some substance to it. Have some borderline foundational ways about you that I could also tap into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I may not be as complex as you are.
Right.
I may not be as layered as you.
Mm-hmm.
So if we could meet somewhere where there's a little bit of substance to some norms,
mm-hmm.
Then let's do that. But if you're just what is wrong?
This nigga here, it's pontificating.
He's pontificating. But yeah, just.
But that was a good point, though.
Yeah, just let it come with some borderline foundational things that we can kind of somewhat agree on until I can completely grasp your layers because it's gonna turn me off.
I mean, damn, the Bible said the simple confound the mighty.
Yes, it's gonna
I mean, well,
it's gonna turn me off.
Like, what makes you so damn deep?
Like,
that's all I'm saying. I don't get it.
Fowler, what is this deepness you refer to?
What makes you so elevated? Right. Like above me.
You're a super
me.
You're a super genius.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What makes you so elevated, dog? You can't have a normal conversation with me.
Like, well, how?
That don't make any sense.
And where did you gain this knowledge? Like you need to give me some. You need to give me some context clues or. Yeah, I need you to cite your source. I need some context clues. I need some. I need a works cited. I need a works cited list. You know, you was in college. You had to write papers. You had to do your works cited list. So I can know where the hell you coming from. Like, just.
That's funny.
And there's no norm. Like you just so far gone in your way of moving, in your way of thinking. Whether it's you're born that way or you've been through something that got you thinking this way.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna let you know right now. Like, I'm probably gonna go the other way.
That way.
I don't mind mind complexity to the point where I get intrigued. You know what I'm saying? Like my two brothers right here, like they are so out the box thinkers. It's caused me to step my game up and think differently. But I can relate to it because there's some substance to it. You know what I mean? Now. But if it's just out the box and you don't have no explanation, I can't even grasp what you're saying or grasp what you're trying to put off to me. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's weird.
I can't do it.
May I partake in this particular conversation?
You may partake. You may partake, my brother. You may partake.
To a reference point, if we will.
Okay.
Please do. Please do.
Differences between complexity and difficulty. Damn.
All right.
Let's get it. Let's go. Yes. Read that for us, busy. Read that for us, busy.
It says difficult. Let's go to difficult side. It says a measure of effort required to complete a task. It is a function of how many people can complete the task correctly. Now for complexity, which is what I love. It says here that a measure of thinking, action, or knowledge that is needed to complete the task. Oh my God.
That is awesome.
The key now the key point to that to me is the word task. To complete a task.
Right.
Are we trying to complete a task here with this conversation that you're giving me that ain't making no sense?
Right.
What are we trying to get to?
What are we trying to accomplish?
Where are we going with this?
Right.
Because what you're saying to me is not making. I can't cut the cheese with this
at all.
with this dull knife you're giving me. Like it's dull. Because to me, if you look at how complexity operates, it operates in many facets. That's what knowledge, thinking, action, this. Like Jay said, I agree 100%. The difficulty comes from you. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't figure out the thing that's complex, because maybe if you don't have that type of mindset to try to figure it out on your own, then then the difficulty will be the byproduct of your inability to understand complex things, which come from simplest.
Right.
You're making it difficult when it don't have to be.
Right.
You're worried about how I said it instead of listening to what I said. If somebody's shooting and I say duck, and you like, don't say duck to me like that. Are you crazy? And you get shot. You looking at me like, how come you didn't tell me? I said duck. I said duck. Covered.
Right.
And you so concerned about stuff that has insignificance to it. All because it matters to you. Now it should matter in general. No, that's not how it works. Sir, ma'am, and sir. The world does not work that way. Yeah.
Hey, what is some examples of this, man? Can we get examples of the people?
Yeah, one example, like I just said, is how you said. Is the reason why I didn't listen to you because of how the way you said it to me. You're being difficult. That's not complexity. That's difficulty. You're being difficult on purpose because you want to be received. You want me to be the way you want me to be for you to understand pure logic. Something that benefits you. You're worried about how someone says something instead of listening to what they're saying because that's the substance that Rollo talking about.
Yeah. Right.
Substance. That was a perfect definition to sum this whole thing up. I don't mind you having layers, but they need to make sense.
Yes.
You just doing stuff because you want to be felt in a certain emotional way. That's insignificant to the task.
Right.
To the task. The task is the thing that we're trying to get to. We're trying to complete it. That's why I said in the definition that an assessment to the function of the task. You function by your. So this is why it's different. Like gamers, my boy JB is a huge gamer. Every game he played, he put it on super hard. It'd be like easy, normal, difficult, and then legendary. This fool just
impossible, bro. I go right there, man.
He want to play the game in the most difficult level because he want those points. He want those gamer points. So he know that the task gonna be difficult, but the way I handle the difficulty is how I beat the game. I beat the task.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
The complexity of the game is supposed to be what it is. Yes, there should be some complexity to you. It should be some level of mystery to you. It should be something that intrigues someone. If a person is not interested in getting to know you, that means that you're not really get to knowable. You're not that intriguing.
Right.
And guess what? That's fine. Some of the most intriguing people are people who have done some of the most extraordinary things, but they very boring, very melancholy, very just dull, nothing. But they got a level of edge to them and a level of genius to them that they operate in. So that's the reason why, for some people, it would be difficult to talk to a person like that. They can be smart as a whip, but it's difficult because their personality doesn't have the thing that it takes in order for me to be interested. So if your personality is not there in that manner, then it's okay. You're not get to knowable.
Right.
I'm so deep.
That's
I'm
true.
so this. I'm so that. How? When? It ain't that. It wasn't that difficult to figure you out. You like your ego stroke, man, sir. You know what I'm saying? That's not hard to figure out. That's not complex. The fact, but being difficult, that's a choice.
Yeah.
You're choosing to be difficult because you think you are complex and you're not.
Yeah.
And then if you address the issue, then address it, let it go, keep it moving.
Yeah.
The difficulty is when you make other people suffer from the fact that you can't get over something.
What are you about to say, Jay?
Pontific. When you reference the game, I am a gamer. I'm a hella gamer. Like, I do. I game. Still to this day, it's a great pastime I got. You know what I'm saying? Getting older, you ain't got the time for it like that. But, you know, when I do get a couple hours of relaxation, I like to do my thing. That's just me. Been a gamer ever since I was 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? Played everything under the sun. I get on these guys' nerves because of that, right? But
nah, he get on our nerve because he beat us at 2K and fucking Madden all the damn time. But anyway,
we go back and forth in Madden like two little brothers in a toy chest box or something.
I've beat this man twice in probably like 2 years, bro. Anyway, go ahead.
But I'm just saying,
he makes it very difficult, don't he, Rob?
It's very difficult. He makes it it's not complex at all.
No, it's not complex at all.
It's just difficult.
I've earned my time. But what I was saying, but what I was saying is, you made a good point about the video game reference. That's funny, and I was sitting there thinking about it because even on Legendary, man, even on the hardest difficulty video game is, the game developers made a way to beat it.
Right.
Even if it's hard. You see what I'm saying? Like even if it's on its hardest difficulty, they made it beatable, but you have to be a certain person to beat it.
Yes, sir.
That is even okay for a person like me with like challenges. I like challenges. I gotta find that real small line to walk to beat this game. I love to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's frustrating. Be frustrated. I'll be trying. I just try again. I just keep doing. I just love. That's just my thing as a gamer. I just love it. So when I get done with it, like you said, I get the points. I'm sitting on the top of the scales, the leaderboards, and I'm like, I'm the one that accomplished that task. Right? So it is what it is. So if you don't have a way to get the task accomplished in your character, if you just like, there is no endpoint of success with me, that's ultimate difficulty. That's ultimate difficulty. That's all you. You know what I mean? So even the most deep, like we just said it, even the most deep, inspirational, motivational, earthy people, however you want to say it, like even in the most complex thinkers, somebody that does 1, 2, 3, they can comprehend with. They can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't fiction. If you know, I know you went to school, right?
Yes,
you went to school. I'm pretty sure you did. So you know basic math.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I know calculus.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the calculus without knowing basic math. So if you start talking basic math to me,
yes,
that makes sense to a calculus guy like myself.
yes.
You might not understand calculus, but I understand basic math, and we're both there. So if you got a person with a character trying to get to know them, or in the dating scheme, or however the case may be, and they just think highly of themselves, if you ain't got a base factor of understanding and camaraderie between you, a man, a woman, a man. If you ain't got that, let in for somebody, then you are just being a difficult person. And there is a reason. There's just a reason why you're being difficult. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're just trying to make somebody work too hard. You know what I'm saying? For the old dull chips that you have. Maybe that's it.
Ladies, and that's never. Ladies,
maybe.
To our female viewers, that's not a good thing.
Maybe you think more highly of yourself than society does, and you're trying to charge society for it. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know why you're trying to be difficult, but you don't need to be.
Not a good thing.
Because I am a I'm very observant. He can tell you. I'm a very observant guy, dog. I'm from Detroit too, so I watch the room. You know what I'm saying? I have to. I'm from Detroit. Like, I'm sorry, that's just what it is. I have to see what the hell is going on. I just need to know, right?
Have to be aware of the surroundings.
So if I'm meeting somebody, I'm observing you as a character. I'm just looking at you. Like, it's just is what it is. And if I just see the fact that you're just walling me just to wall me, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start laughing. I'm like, I don't. What is this for? What's the task that we're trying to accomplish? You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like you're in a social gathering or whatever, and I come to meet you, and you just talk so you want to be all up here, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know, what's your favorite color? You know colors, right? Right? I hope you know colors. I got a favorite color. Do you? Like, I'm going simple like that.
You know where
and you're like, I don't like to have meaningless conversations. Some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just being difficult. It's just retarded. So even in that understanding, though, you got to have a simple avenue. That's why I said complexity is based on, it is founded from simplicity. Everything is founded from, you build a house. I don't give a damn if it's a mansion or a hut. You build it from a foundation. Yeah. You build it from a 1, 2, 3 blueprint standpoint. You can make it whatever it is, but you build it from there.
What does a foundation do overall? It balances everything.
Everything. Right. That's just is what it is. So I mean, if you don't have a good that's probably what it is then. Yep. If you did too difficult while you calling yourself complex, you might not have a great foundation. Yep. Uh-oh.
Pull.
I'm just saying. Might be it, man. Like, for real. But boy, that's all I know.
He's trying to get our channel by YouTube.
I'm trying to get these people to stop bullshitting.
Yeah, he said, he said it at the beginning of season 2, man. Stop bullshitting.
He said it. He has committed himself to this theme. He is committed. I agree. Man right there. He is, and that's it. That's the reason why I say that the difficulty is the byproduct of the fact that you can't figure out.
You can't figure it out. You don't have you don't have no balance.
Difficulty come from exactly, and it's like
right.
So don't punish me because I don't think like you. That's another thing we do is we disrespect each other all the time. It's like, yo, because you don't think like me, you're wrong, and it's like, no. It ain't about nobody wrong or right. It's about are we listening to understand, or are we listening to respond?
Listen to respond.
Because if you just listen to respond, then that's not how dialogue works. It's called dialogue. Die to us 1 and 2.
Right. Dialogue.
If you want this to be a soliloquy and a monologue, then you need to go into theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be this dude. Hello, hi. My name is Mr. Johnson. Yes, I am. You because one thing,
crazy. This dude and his impressions, bro.
You can see the person's face, right? Like when you're having a basic conversation, then they start. This is how it normally looks, right? They're having a basic conversation with you, right? And then they do this. So you see that? Somewhere
it's searching.
They got lost. Somewhere
they are buffering, dog.
They are buffering. They're lagging.
Yeah, they're like,
It's like they do that, and then it's like
struggle streaming, dog.
right, and then you point it out because I'm a very good pointer outer. I point stuff out. I'm like, okay, I think I lost you. Where are you? Is what I'm saying difficult to you? And you like, oh no, go ahead. You start light up. It's like you know you don't understand what I'm saying. I see you not understand what I'm saying. I'm looking at that thing at the top, just move the spinning circle from the mouse on the computer. It's just spinning.
Windows.
I know.
You're just loading.
And you're acting like you're not lost. Okay, so I continue the conversation, and then you get upset. Then you don't respond to nothing. You don't respond to anything that I'm talking about. You just start talking about whatever it is that you wanted to talk about in the first place.
I'm sorry.
And I'm like, oh my God. It's still spinning up there.
He said.
I see you.
He said. He said.
He said. He said.
Oh my God, dog. I can see it loading, dog. That
I see
is
loading on your forehead, bro.
Oh my God, dog.
But then when I point it out, you're like, oh yeah, no, I'll get it. Oh, go ahead.
No, you didn't.
Now I gotta reiterate.
No, you didn't. Right.
Now I gotta reiterate everything because you just can't be honest enough to say, hey, I don't understand. I don't get it. You want to look a certain way. And that's the thing. I can't stand a self-righteous, difficult person. It's irritating.
Y'all wanna know what I've experienced before? And I don't know if this is for sure, but I feel it. And sometimes I think I've met women who've been who've been difficult, and it's just because of a safeguard against who they think I am or my energy. It's like he might be like, this dude is different. Like he not like every other dude. So I'm going to, you know what I mean? So I'm going to be this way because I feel I should be this way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I've experienced. Have y'all experienced that?
Yeah. They pretend.
Yeah.
That's called that's a pretender. Like they have to, because okay, it's not totally that person's fault though. And then because again, what they're basically responding to is the thing that make you valuable. And but they know they don't measure up to that, so they will act like
defense mechanism.
Yeah.
For what though?
Exactly.
I'm cool as hell. I'm cool as hell.
It has nothing to do with the task. It has nothing to do with the task.
Nothing to do with it.
No,
hey,
whatsoever.
Viewers, in the comments, if y'all think I'm cool as hell, please put a 1. I'm cool as hell.
So why are we making this so difficult,
why
right?
making this so difficult?
Yeah, that's true, though. That is true. That's crazy,
people who know me, they know that I enjoy having a cigar and a nice scotch from time to time.
Exactly.
I love me some cigars, man. I done got this boy JB smoking cigars. You know what I'm saying? He got his own.
I'm at the shop now,
right?
Yeah.
The thing about it though is the fact that the thing we should understand the most is the fact that when you have a task at hand, when you have oh, look at the ones for the boy.
Thank you, y'all. I appreciate it. We all cool as hell.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's what it is.
We appreciate y'all.
When okay, ones. When you
go ahead, business.
Yeah, when you have what was I saying? See, I'm loading. I'm loading right now.
It's our show.
I'm trying to let you get it out.
It's our show. Go ahead and load.
Okay, all right. Oh, I think I'm back.
Okay.
You should understand that the main thing is the task, right? Or the goal. Yeah. Give it whatever name you want to give it. If this is the mission, is to figure this thing out.
The assignment. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if this is the assignment that I need to figure out, you have to bring your emotions to subjection, including Tate. Yeah, I'm
oh yeah.
You know, I appreciate you, Nail. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. You know, Spinning, loading. No, but because the task is important.
Yes, it is.
My emotional prowess can get in the way of the completion of the task. If you cannot subject your emotions to your maturity, then you're going to be deemed as difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're 40. We in the 40 club. We in the late 30 to 40 club. Like we are. It is too late in the game to try to read. The one thing that's really bad to see is an old person that try to reinvent themselves. They start getting nose rings and earrings, and they start wearing leather jackets.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you're 60 years old, and you look like you just like you just came from a hip hop concert,
right? It's
with some
totally color coded
from the hip hop. Hip to the hip hop. He can't let that era go.
Color coded.
He can't let that era go. That era is still embodied in him, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, this grown 65-year-old man look like a 19-year-old. He dressed like a 19-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you 66 and you looking crazy.
Right.
I can't stand to see no 67-year-old man dressing like he's at a biker club. Like, bro, if you don't sit your 68-year-old self down somewhere,
you're right. That's what I'm saying.
For real. Like,
how you gonna be like dressing young when you like 69 years old?
He's 69 years old. Here, he's 70 years old.
70 years old.
He was 70 years old. 70, just turned 70, going on 21. Ain't that a flippity flop?
That's right, man.
Is that a floppity flip? That's a
floppity flip.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a great topic, bro.
Man,
that was a great topic.
Yeah. Throughout the week, man, we come up with these topics just through our conversations, man. And like, ironically, a lot of times, some of these topics that we come up with are things that we have seen, that we maybe saw from afar, that people we know have experienced, or stuff that we have experienced ourselves. So, like, when we get on here and talk about these things, ladies and gentlemen, like, this is really stuff that we never know what each other's going to say. We never know how each other feel till we get on here. So all this is real, man. You know what I mean? So and I think these conversations that we have on this show are very, very valuable. You know what I mean? And we appreciate all y'all for tapping. Hey, that was dope, fella.
That was dope. Definitely so. Appreciate y'all sticking by for
We appreciate y'all sticking around, man, for this whole time, man. We always appreciate the viewers that view the live show, and y'all know what it is, though. If you don't see us now, you can see us later, man. Just tap into the MALEROOM Network on YouTube and holler at your boys, see all our live shows. We are about to go into the Q&A portion of the show. This is when y'all can give us some questions about anything that you want to talk about. It could be about the show. It could be about the show today, or it could be about any question you may have in general for the fellas, man. We got one right now from Sean. We're gonna go ahead and tap into this one. Should you still be friends with your ex?
Hold on, cuz.
Should you still be friends with your ex?
You had to look at that question, bro.
I need loading. For what?
Go
ahead,
you know, that's the part I'm trying to think about.
I'm not friends with none of my exes. We may speak on occasion.
You might be associates.
It might be associate, but I'm not friends with none of them. Like, I'm not friends with none of them. Like, we may speak on occasion and be, we cordial if we see each other, on something cool. You know what I mean? But I can't say
that's what I'm talking about, man.
Say I'm friends.
Man, screw this. That's what I'm talking about.
I can't say I'm friends with none of them.
If you dated somebody and then broke up with them, ergo you calling them an ex, boyfriend, girlfriend, ex-husband, whatever, then you're calling them an ex and you're being friends with them, that means that you bullshitting.
It sounds like it to me.
That's just what I'm saying. Like, why would this woman that I've dated in my early 20s ran me for a muck. She did, dog. I was like, cause my parents. Now I'm just gonna be transparent with the group. My parents has been married over 50 years. You know what I'm saying? You know, our dad passed away recently, but my parents was together for 50 plus years, and so I'm looking at this like I want to simulate that. I'm looking like I want to be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at the fact that they was together for so long. So I'm thinking you need to do everything and anything to make it work. Yeah. Which they tell you in the Denny's movies. But I'm just saying that, you know, and I was trying to do that, and it wasn't really working because of the fact of I was doing everything and anything to keep a relationship, other than the fact of looking at if y'all compatible or not. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't really compatible. I was just trying to make it work. My parents did it, so I should do it. Yeah, I was doing that crap. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it did, and for the fact that she knew that's what made her diabolical. She knew the fact that I was trying to do that and emulate. And so she was willing to put obstacle in front of me every single time to see if I was jumping them. And to the point that I started realizing, like, I don't need to jump all these obstacles, man, just to be with you. Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? And she made up and saying that everybody else do. Okay, I don't think I need to do this. And so it is what it is. But, I was tied up in my emotions. I was trying to make it work and all that type of stuff. So the breakup, my point is, the breakup was horrible. That's my point. The breakup was bad. It was wife beat a trash bag bad. Wow. It was bad. It was like one of those things. And so, since that happened, I have no damn reason to be friends with this chick. Like, we were friends before we got together. At least we should have been. Yeah. We were friends before we got together.
Sometimes you're not friends before you get together.
Why the fact we're negating that type of stuff, breaking off communication, splitting assets, doing all this type of stuff to be friends again? That just don't make any sense. I think, and I'm gonna step on some foots. I think on some feet. I think if you're trying to be friends with your ex, that means you still yet to benefit from them. That's what I think. You got something going on with your ex that you don't want to cherish, that you don't want to extravagate from. You don't want to excavate it. You thought you got something else going on. Well, have you ever had somebody say that to you? Like, we just friends. And they say it with that inflection. Yeah. Like, we're just friends.
They kind of exaggerate the,
Yeah, we're just friends. Friends is the most elusive term that you could ever have in 2023. You could be anything with friends. You could be friends with benefits. You could be friends with money exchanges. You could be friends all the time. Like, you could be friends everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just friends. You friends. You could be smashing buddies. You could be hit partners and be friends. We're just friends. And you don't even know what it is until somebody do that. So, I mean, like, the only thing I can see, you know what I'm saying, out of that association with the ex, that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense to me. That having an association, that makes sense. Yeah. But having a friendship, like, y'all hanging out?
Yeah, we ain't hanging out.
Y'all doing that type of shit? No, like, I don't see no reason for it. And if there's a reason, please let me know. I've yet to see a reason. It's been 12 years since I talked to this chick.
Sean, what's going on? Welcome to the panel.
I've yet to see a reason.
Sean, welcome to the panel. Thank you for the question. You have anything to add to that?
Okay, well, first I was asking for a friend. And I guess it's a debate because her thing was why she can't be friends with her ex if they did not end on bad terms. My point was that it's like, well, regardless if you had end on a bad term, like you can still, like, if you run into the person, speak to them on the street, yes, no big deal, like no problem, but. I guess what her question was, well, I don't see there's nothing wrong with it, but a friend of mine told me it's like, well, maybe they are being friends with that person because they still need something from that person. They're still, I say you, but I want to say the word, but that's where it's like, I ain't gonna say use the person, but they need something from that person, or even that need something for them to still want to be involved in your life.
You said they broke up on good terms, so I'm gonna ask you, without going into detail, obviously, do you know why they broke up?
No.
You don't know why they broke up. Okay, so she's just telling you that they broke up on good terms.
Yeah. I guess I guess it's one of them things. You know how people can say, it can end. We just not in love with each other no more. We just, you go your way, I go my way.
Okay, which one cheated? Just tell us. Like, do you know?
Yeah,
I don't understand that. Which one? What's a good breakup? Like, what's a good breakup?
I don't understand what's going on right
What is a good breakup?
I side of a maid. Like, what is these breakups that we're having? I don't understand.
What's a wonderful breakup?
Hold on. She said.
Only that the good breakup is that they just not feeling each other and they choose to end it.
Young with Rob, who cheated?
Somebody
cheated. Somebody lying.
Somebody lying.
But this is not a therapeutic show. This is not a therapeutic show. We're gonna leave that right there. I agree with 100% with JB on this. So, if you want to give your friend some good advice from a man's perspective, then which would be the most solid advice I would think for her, because men, we can savagely not care. So that being friend X with the friend is only for a benefit of something from a guy. A guy only knows a guy is only gonna be cool friends with his ex for either one of two things. Either he's still smashing or he getting money from her. That's it.
You want to be real,
man. There has to be a benefit to go back to the thing that you said devastated you. That you wasn't feeling no more. Well, if you ain't feeling me, you broke up with me because you ain't feeling me? Okay, well then, don't feel me then. You know what I'm saying? Oh, then you want to go and say like, but we can still be cool. Why you want to be cool? Why you want to be cool with me? You know
but say, listen to the statement though.
Yeah,
they broke up on good terms though.
I don't know what these. I
don't know what those are. Right? I don't know what those are. That means, to me, when I hear that, that means that you let this person go because they didn't have everything that you wanted, but something that you wanted.
Yeah.
That's what that means. To me, when I hear that, that means you got some. That means they fulfilled 5, 6 out of the 10 that you wanted. You didn't get the rest of the 4, so you like, we good. You know what I'm saying? You probably didn't tell them that, but they telling you they did it on good terms. Right? And so it's like, all right, cool, it is what it is. So if you're continuously friends with them, you still looking for that 5 out of 10. That's all that is. You got some type of connection, man. That's just that don't make any other sense any other way.
Yeah, it's still something there.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's just what it is. Like,
again,
I haven't broken up with nobody on good terms.
Like, I don't understand.
I don't know what that is.
Like, breaking up on good terms. Why were you together?
Can I just say what we all thinking? You want to be friends with your ex so you can have the penis you need whenever you're dry. With the men from out. I mean, let's cut the.
Stop bullshit.
That's it. That's it.
I just want to bump belly, smack cheeks,
when you want to.
No ties.
Just in case this new nigga you talking to that might not work out, because there's somebody else there. I can always go to my ex if I need my belly bump, if I need my cheek smacked. He know how to do it.
And I'm pretty sure he verified the scenario that he can go back to, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure he verified that. So I mean, you know,
if that's what it is, that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Let me ask you a question.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You have a child with this man?
Huh?
You should have a child with this man?
Yeah, they do have a child.
Oh yeah, they smash.
That's it. They still.
Thank you for the Q&A. We appreciate.
They just don't want to. They just don't want to be. They just don't want to be in a relationship at all. They don't want to be in a relationship at all.
We definitely.
So
hey, and by the way, I want to announce too. Sean is one of our new moderators, man. So thank you.
Yes.
So much.
Thank you, Sean.
I'm going to email you like the description and things about a moderator, so that way you can be aware of what's going on. All right?
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hey, we appreciate y'all. Shout out to Sean. Thank you for the Q&A question topic. We appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Hit the boys up on all of our platforms, man. Hit us up on Facebook at the Mailroom Network. Please follow us on Instagram at the Mailroom View. And, of course, follow our page on YouTube, man, the Mailroom Network. Y'all see our screen names on Instagram. Holler at us individually. Real quick, and this is where you can use our platforms. The fellas, me in particular, I was thinking about trying to do a panel. Who would like to see a live broadcast in studio of the Mailroom? If you think that's something you would like to see, please send us an email or holler at us on any of our platforms. Our email address is themailroom313@yahoo.com. If you would like to see a live broadcast and sit in on a show and watch us live, man, let us know what you think about that. Me and the boys, we're going to try to get that into the works, man. We want to see y'all faces while we do our thing, man. We love y'all being here, but we want to get a whole vibe. We want an audience. We want an audience here, and we want y'all to really, really tap in. So that might be in the works. If y'all would like to see that, hit us up on any of our platforms. You see them right down there on the screen. And we appreciate everybody that viewed the live show today, man. You know what I mean? What you got, fellas?
It was great. Tell you how you feel about this show, bro.
Oh, this show was awesome, man. I like the setup y'all got. It was amazing. You know, we gonna talk.
It's temporary, but it is dope.
Yeah.
It is.
It was dope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We might do it for fun next time. But it was dope, man. Shout out to everybody that watched the show. We had a lot of people watching the show today, man.
Man, this was
I
fun.
appreciate every single viewer that came around here, man, to the Mailroom show, man. This is my boy Rob. I'm JB. That's my man Tay on the ones and twos back there. I love you to death, man. You do your thing.
Hey, man.
I appreciate you, brother.
For sure. Let's go.
All right, we out.
Mailroom show. We love y'all. See y'all next week.